Good morning.
Morning.
Michael,
You want to
please
start
introduce
with
yourself and then you may proceed then.
Sure. Michael Anderson, Chief Clerk. Did we want to start with the board?
Do you have the election board, or you're talking about the Board of Commissioners?
Yeah, I have election board stuff first, and then I do have a couple things for the commissioners, just FYI stuff, but I need a vote on the election board.
All right, well then I will open the meeting for the Board of Elections.
Okay, Michael Anderson, Chief Clerk. Thank you. Today, I am not here to ask for money, so that's a good thing, right? I am here to ask for permission to or approval of the accessible polling place accessibility report, which we do annually, and I'm happy to announce that we have all 60 of our polling locations here in Lebanon County are accessible, and I ask that the commissioners please sign that summary sheet. I did email you the detail. If you do have any questions or want that printed, I can give that to you. It's very detail oriented as far as everything that we need to do as far as surveys and information regarding accessibility. But I'll leave it at just if you have questions specifically, you can ask me and ask for your approval for that accessibility report to give the Department of State.
All right, are there any questions for Michael?
I'd make a motion to approve the polling place accessibility report.
All right,
I'll second the motion.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I have a motion and a second to approve the polling place accessibility report as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. Anything else for the Board of Elections?
The rest of what I have for you is more just informational for either the commissioners or the board.
All right. Well, then I'll accept a motion to adjourn the Board of Elections.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second?
All right. We stand adjourned.
All right, then we'll reconvene our regular meeting. And Michael, you want to wrap it up with your comments?
Sure. So just a couple of things. I did want to let the board know that we did receive the final applications for the GEMS contract. If you remember, that is the 60% reimbursement from the Department from the state for the purchase of our voting equipment. And Commissioner Phillips did sign that for me. That will give us reimbursement of $516,839.45, which is going to be coming to us for the purchase of that voting equipment that we did the end of last year. Our total expenditures for that was $861,399.09. So what we were able to do is there was some equipment that became eligible for that. So we made sure that we got everything in that grant that we could possibly get and get reimbursed for. So hopefully that money will be coming to the county soon. So I did want to present that, a little bit of good news that I'm actually going to be bringing money in instead of asking for money.
So noted.
The last thing I have is this just came to my attention here in the last day or so, and that is that the Center for Tech and Civic Life, which is a nonprofit organization, has a grant program available to all election offices. The Secretary of State for the Commonwealth made us aware of this. I did want to see if the board, the commission board, would allow or would want me to apply for this grant. This is a grant that was made possible due to a $250 million contribution from Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chang, which I guess are the Facebook people, but they made it through this nonprofit organization. There is a lot of different things that would be eligible if we did apply for this grant, and the minimum amount that we would receive would be $5,000. So I just wanted to bring that attention to the commissioners. I'm more than happy to apply for that grant, but I wanted to get your approval and your thoughts before I did that. And there is a lot of detail with it, and I can provide as much as you would like on it. I did go to the website. I did print out a lot of information, a lot of questions about how it works, who's eligible. We are indeed eligible for it. So I just wanted to bring that before the board to see if that is a grant money that you would like me to apply for.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir, go ahead.
I would make a motion to authorize our Director of Elections to apply for this grant.
And I would certainly second that motion. We can relieve a burden on the taxpayers if we were able to get a grant for the county.
Michael, just of the timing of this,
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
please remind me of the timing of this. When is it due to be filed?
Sure. So it's expenditures that cover 2020 expenditures. My understanding is that we can start applying for this grant starting on September 7th. And I was trying to find the ending period because it just, like I said, it's just opening up. I think we just would have to apply by the end of the year. But we have, as you know, many expenditures that would qualify for this because it deals with COVID response, training, expanding voter education and outreach, recruitment, trainings, in-person voting and support by mail. So, you know, we already have enough that we would be able to apply for this grant as of now.
My only reason for the question is you're entering into probably the busiest and most high stakes time of your career, and didn't know if with the guarantee of a $5,000 minimum grant, if it's worth the distraction. That was my only reason for asking.
I appreciate that, but you know, I'm all for trying to relieve the taxpayers of the many expenditures that my department has had to endure with this election year, and I will take the time to do it if you're agreeable.
Okay.
But I appreciate your thoughts on that, Commissioner.
All right.
Thank you, Michael. That's very dedicated of you.
Any other comments regarding the motion? If not, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed? So moved. Go get them. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.